boy. I was abandoned after an accident in the dense forest.
Do you have trouble falling asleep? Do you spend hours twisting and turning in the bed? Or do you stay awake till 2 a.m.? Or do you sleep and still wake up tired every day? Then come on in, this video is for you. Having suffered from chronic insomnia, anxiety, and depression, and being there where you are right now, I know that how stressful things can be. So, in today's video, I am going to tell you very simple tips and hacks on how you can make your sleep better. So, watch this video till the end. According to American Psychiatric Association, 6 out of 10 adults commonly suffer from insomnia, and the most common cause being stress. Insomnia can be acute and is mostly chronic, and I have acutely suffered from this. I have stayed awake for nights. I have seen the sun rising and not been able to sleep at all, and I have been in the dark phase of anxiety and depression and stress and whatnot. So, how I overcome this? In very simple and sorted ways. I will divide the major deterrents in falling asleep into 3 major categories and will tell you the tips on how I tackle them and how you can easily tackle them too. So, deterrent number 1, or problem number 1 is our mind, our thoughts. What happens often is that you go to bed and everybody is asleep and there is utter silence around you, and your brain suddenly becomes super active and you start thinking about all the problems in life. You start thinking about how life is bad, how life is unfair. You start focusing on problem after problem and deep dive into it on how to solve it or how things are getting messy. And 1 hour or 1.5 hours has already passed. So I started thinking about how to code a particular thing for 3 hours at night. And some nights I started thinking about why my child is not falling asleep early, why he has a stomach ache, why things at home, things in family and relationships are bad. And I have spent nights thinking of this, and this has had absolutely no outcome. So the biggest reason what I have found out for this is that we have no time to think. We have no free time throughout the day to be able to address to these thoughts. That means we are running a rat race and we are extremely busy throughout the day. If you, there are people I have seen, including my husband, who takes his cell phone to the bathroom because we don't even want to spend those 3 to 4 minutes doing nothing. So there is absolutely no time in the day when you are free and you are able to worry or you are able to think about your problem. So the solution to this is set a time to worry. Yes, do you find it funny? I do it every day, mostly after lunch. Take a piece of paper and it is known as brain dump. Write all your problems there, think how you can solve it, and then keep it aside. So at night, you are telling your brain that this is not the time to think, this is the time to sleep. Our brain can be rewired and retrained very easily. Tip number 2 regarding your thoughts is that I practice it daily. Just 10 minutes or 15 minutes before your bedtime, grab a pen and paper or a phone and just write 5 things you are grateful for today. Start writing a gratitude list. It can be anything like having a happy meal, having a happy family, recording time with your child, appreciation at work, or anything, having a piece of sweet. Just write it and sleep with those good feelings at night. Deterrent number 2 is the environment. The environment in which you are sleeping. Is it dark? Is it warm? Is it cold? Or is it comfortable? The biggest deterrent which I face mostly if I go to any new place to sleep or even to my parents' home or to anybody's home is light. So any Even a single ray of light creates a lot of disturbance to me in sleeping. So create a conducive atmosphere to sleep. I invested in a pair of dark curtains and a sleep mask, and life has been wonderful since then. This sleep mask not only helps me sleep better, it also tells my brain that it's time to sleep. It blocks all the light entering from all the sides and helps you transition to sleep better. Also, the temperature to sleep should be optimal. It should not be too cold or should not be too warm. So put your AC at an optimal temperature or keep your windows open and don't make the room too stuffy. Wear something loose and comfortable and soft to your skin. Now, deterrent number 3 is habits. So the first one is no phone. No phone before sleeping, 30 minutes before sleeping. I have now started keeping my phone away mostly 30 to 45 minutes before sleeping, because scientifically blue light emitted from electronic devices like laptop or phone sends signals to our brain to be awake, whereas our body wants to be asleep. So these two functions are opposite and collide with each other and help disrupt the sleep cycle. Now, habit number 2, physical exercise each and every day. Yes, it tires your body, soothes your muscles and promotes better sleep. But remember not to work out 4 to 5 hours before sleeping, because workout makes your brain active, your body super active and has difficulty falling asleep. Habit number 3, cut down on caffeine. I used to be a caffeine addict, a tea addict, and now I have completely quit tea. I drink some herbal teas, 1 or 2 cups a day. Even if you cannot quit caffeine completely, have your last cup of tea or coffee 4 to 5 hours before bedtime. Habit number 4, simple asanas which help you transition to sleep.
Just lie down on your back and spread your legs and arms apart. Breathe in slowly. Wear loose clothes. Feel each and every part of your body. Feel all the pain, stress, and negativity from each part of your body drifting away. Stay there and then feel a gush of energy and light flowing through your body. Keep breathing slow and slow, and then drift into sleep.
The next habit is having early dinner. I have been saying this in all my videos week after week for good health, for weight loss, for weight gain, for acidity, for hypothyroidism, for any diseases that you are suffering from. Have dinner 3 to 3.5 hours before bedtime. So you should go to bed on a light stomach, but have the dinner in enough quantity so that you don't feel hungry by the time you hit the bed. One more habit which has helped me immensely for falling asleep is having a small cup of turmeric milk at bedtime. It really soothes me and helps me sleep. Next habit which has helped me is reading a book. Remember, you always felt drowsy while reading books when you were in school or college. Now time to pick up that habit now. Read any book 10-15 pages and you will fall asleep very easily. One pro tip before I end today's video is, if you are somebody who is overwhelmed or anxious most of the time, planning and thinking about upcoming tasks tomorrow, like when to cook, what to cook, how to plan your child's day, or how to finish things at work and deadlines, then to-do list is something that you should definitely practice. Make a to-do list every day and tick off the items by the time you go to sleep so that you feel accomplished and happy before sleeping. I hope by following these habits and these practices, you will be able to sleep much better. Do let me know in the comments box if these tips work for you.